Hello and welcome to By the Numbers. I'm FM20 and I hope you're doing well. We've got a cup final for you, so we're into the Steels and Sons Cup Finals. This is the third Steel and Sons Cup final we've been in. We'll just check that in a second. But we've made it through. We beat Larne Olympic 3-1 in the semi-final, which I think I mentioned in a previous episode. And now we're up against Distillery. I don't think much has happened in between this video and the last video. I think the only game we played was against Queens, where we won 2-0 with Devlin and Bonis both popping up with a goal, with Devlin getting back to fitness. And yeah, so Steel and Sons Cup Final. Let's look at the history of this. So we won it in 2022, 23, so it's Christmas Eve we're playing it on. And in 2020, 2021, we were runners-up against Ballyclare. So this will be our second one, potentially. We're playing Distillery. So Distillery in our division. They are fourth in the Bluefin Sports Championship. Pretty sure we've beaten them. Yeah, we beat them 2-1 when we played them last. So I'm kind of expecting we should have a kind of handle on this. If I remember correctly, 2-1 made it seem a lot closer than it actually was. But let's make some substitutes. That's one thing I probably should mention. This player here, Dara Byrne. Can't remember in the last video if I mentioned it or not, but he's a backup kind of left back, left winger to deal with the fact that we lost most of our left backs. So he'll be coming in, not for this match because he's cup tied. And another thing I also wanted to mention before we get on to the actual match itself is if we go to the Dev Centre, we finally got news about the players that are potentially coming through. So it looks like there's going to be a good number of youth fullbacks, a healthy number. One goalkeeper looks great. It's alright, at least one of the fullbacks has plenty of promise. One of the wingers looks like he's got promise, so we've got good potential in there in terms of width, which would be alright for our formation. And a forward who could be considered a fine prospect. And I'm assuming it's the same one. One good young Northern Irish striker from Belfast. Terrific group of players. Could be a real golden generation, just like last time and the time before. In all honesty, we have had some good youth intakes. Like we have had good players come through, and then they've just kind of disappeared. So we're looking forward to that. Another thing I wanted to mention as well is with the transfers, players going in, players going out. We brought the Downey in to cover. Byrne in to cover a few. Downey's gone. So I mentioned in the last match, I don't know, I think it was the last video, where I didn't play him on the bench. I thought he'd been sold from under me, and then I panicked and checked, and he hadn't been sold. A week later he went. So he's gone to Carrick. And they've offered him an actual contract, so I can understand him going, to be fair. I mean, I think he'll get more football if he'd have stayed at us, but he's actually getting paid £75 per week no matter what happens, whereas before, appearance fees. So I was a bit put out by that, because I thought, well, we've got only one defensive midfielder now, just Keevan and McCallion. And because I'd forgotten that we'd signed Graham McGreevy back a while ago, and he's just been sat mainly in the reserves because he got pushed straight in there. So he's not actually played much football for us, just the one game. I just forgot he existed for a bit. So we do have him to potentially call on as well. So let's have a look. We've got Devlin and Bonis at front, Cockcroft behind. That's perfectly fine. On the wings, we need to make some changes. Going to bring Warwick in. Robinson on the right. I'm also going to start Reese Hunter instead of Devlin, because Reese Hunter has scored a lot of goals. So in the Steel Sons Cup, he scored 11 goals from 5 appearances, only 2 starts. So he gets to play in the final no matter what. I think that's only fair, isn't it? Warwick and Robinson, Keevan McCallion in defensive midfield, Young, Evans, Mitchell, Ray, and Colin McCallion. That's all what we want. McGreevy's on the bench. We have Jeff Wright, who's one of our youth defenders, covering there. Gareth Clark for the right, Joe Curran for the attacking midfield position, and Shade Devlin. I don't think there's anyone else I really want to bring in. I'm tempted by maybe bringing in Niall Gordon, but this should do the trick. So let's see how it goes. I will be kind of disappointed if we, well, more than kind of disappointed. I'll definitely be disappointed if we don't actually win the cup this time. We're playing Windsor Park again. pretty sure it's the Sea View that it's played in real life. It's the Crusaders ground it gets played in, but we put in the National Stadium for this. Yeah, whatever. Yep. I really kind of need to hand off the tunnel interviews to somebody else. I don't know what kind of effect they have, but I tend not to answer particularly differently from one to the next. But the potential to have a good season, though. Top in the table currently. I'm jinxing everything as I say this. I'm going to score. And again, I don't know when this video is going to come out, but we're on the public beta still for this. Tame shot away. It's fine. We can do that all day if we want. Put some pressure on him. Lovely weather, Christmas Eve. Absolutely throwing it down. Again, not many people have actually arrived. Which is fair enough. It's the Steel and Sons Cup. This cup mainly for kind of Belfast-based teams, sponsored by Belfast Jewelers from... Oh, that's terrible. He was saved. Yeah, sponsored by Belfast Jewelers from the early 1900s, I think. So it's a nice traditional cup. I want to get it out. It's all from that weird kind of keeping it on and then someone else getting to it. That's one of the things some people have mentioned on the forums, actually, that happens too often. But with my players being as bad as they are, I'm not surprised that happens from time to time. I'd like it to happen less. That's definitely true, but I'm not that surprised when it happens. Come on. Not really done anything. I like to think we're waiting for a good time to strike, but it just looks like we've not turned up. There we go. Maybe something on now? Hunter, you must be offside. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Just look straight across at the linesman then. Yeah, offside. Don't need VAR for that. Got Mitchell launch it. Another attack. Wing. Bonis isn't going to get that, but that is well cleared. Bonis was breathing down his neck. He won't have to deal with it. Still no shot. I think we're getting more into it now, though. That's terrible. Tackle, Kevin McCallion. McCallion's been a good signing. Both the McCallions have been. Keeper and the defensive midfielder. Go on, Hunter. There we go. 19th goal of the season. 12th goal in the Steel and Sons Cup. This is his cup. He loves it. Bonis nods it down. And he goes, target man. Nodding it down. The other striker. Don't know why I need to do that with Mans, but that's what I mentioned in my dictatorgame.com article. I feel a little bit bad for Hunter in that. Bad, but he's found his competition. This is the competition he loves to score in. If we get promoted, we won't be playing in it. We'll be entering our reserves instead, I think. Because I think there's like a limit. So that's why we played LAN Olympic. That's their youth team rather than their first team. Come on, clear it. Don't let them get back into this. One shot, one goal. That's all we need. Go on, Robinson. Bonus is free. Ooh. Not quite the angle for it. Or it's got nowhere to go, there's no one around him. Wins the free kick instead. The Cockcroft hopefully to take this one. Hunter, yeah. Commentary said he got that all wrong. That's correct, he got it wrong. They've got the possession, but we've not seen them do much for a little bit. Obviously they're going to score in this counter-attack now, I said that. Go on, Ray, get along. Well taken, my Bonis. That would have been nice to have a goal like that. Chested it down, flicked it on. That's why you need a target man in your life. You need someone who does that. God, one ear. Young goes long. Cycling it. Oh, Bonis, what was that? He was a little bit awkward, but I'm now starting to get a little bit anxious that we're wasting all these chances, and then when it comes down to it, we'll be in trouble. On Bonis. Oh, nice ball through. Hunter had a little bit. Hunter had a little bit of time. Goalkeeper trying to make it look like he worked a bit harder, but he was still a good save. He didn't need to do that. So only 6 shots to their 8, but our shots have come from good attacks in comparison. None of them have gone down as a clear-cut chance, but let's be honest, they have been. See things out. That didn't work. Faith. Sadly, there's no one who looks so tired we have to take him off. Ray probably will eventually have to come off, maybe Robinson. We'll see how we go with these guys. It'd be nice to have a bit more silverware if we can, just so that when we get job offers from people like Linfield and Crusaders, and they kind of give us that backhanded compliment of, we want to interview you, but we're not convinced you're any good because you've not won any silverware, we can turn around and go, well, actually, we've won some of this. Tinware, tin potware. If you're that good, why do you need me? Cockcroft. Oh, Hunter, so close. It's going to be really interesting looking at Hunter's attacking stats at the end of the season, because he's really improved. And it could be the match engine. It could be the fact he's got more and more game time. I've not really done anything to the training because they're on kind of part-time training, and it's really difficult, I think, to get much out of part-time training. Go on, Warwick. Just need one more goal to be safe. Right, Tommy Ray looks tired. Fair enough. Got back up. On comes Clark. Cockcroft is injured. It's fine. Let's bring on Joe Curran. He's nothing special, to be honest, but we'll put him in there. We will leave things as they are for the moment. Save a sub just in case. I just saw the attendance figures. To wait until it comes back up, I think. But I can get it on here. So there we go. Attendance 1,696. 1,057 away fans. That's Belfast fans. We're the away team. Brought over 1,000. Yeah, every week we still don't sell out a 1,000 capacity stadium. Oh, that is a scramble. Still, are you going to feel hard done by with that? But managed to keep that away. Let's take Bonis off. Or Devlin. Pretty sure everyone's going to get their medals. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but Hunter through, finish it. Oh, one-on-ones have been improved, and he still does that. Curran, good tackle and clearance. And there we go. A 1-0. I was going to say kind of boring win, but actually there was lots of action. It's just we didn't finish off any of it. We could have won this by more than 1-0 easily. There's Ronnie Hot Dog's head down, clapping away. Hops on him tonight. No one gave us a chance. They all doubted you. There we go. It's another one to add to the trophy cabinet. We receive a little bit of money for this. 33,000. I think we pay out at 1.5. Actually, okay, we're making a little bit of money there from that. Cockcroft's out injured. Nothing too bad. There we go. Medals. Just making sure everyone's got medals. You should have medals. Hunter's got a medal. That's key. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Oh, at least one match. That's all you need. That seems fine then. That should be everybody who needs to get a medal. Just thinking, Mark Skates, he's barely played and he's got one. Dara's got one as well. Good. Hot Dog scales new heights. 19-1 preseason odds. I'd have put a bet on. Does that do anything to our profile? Do we look any better now? I think we're studying for our next one. Station's still pretty much where it is. Yep, it's already added on there. Club info. There we go, 2 of them bad boys. So that means, hopefully now, we just have to concentrate on... Well, technically we're in 3 competitions still. We've got the Championship, Irish Cup 5th round, Intermediate Cup 3rd round. The matches we've got in the 5th and 3rd round of the Cups are all winnable ones. They're not against strong sides, so we could go a little bit further. We've got 3 league games left before the league splits. So we get to 22, is it 22 games, 21 games? And then it splits. So yeah, I'm not going to do a lurky-dokey and forget that some of these leagues split. So we're going to the promotion group and the relegation group. We'll be in the promotion group almost certainly as it stands. I mean, in theory, we could drop below 6 off just... No, I don't think we can we? I think we're pretty much certain to be in the promotion group. So what I'll probably do is play the league matches and come back for the promotion group and maybe do a couple for that, because that's where we'll win or lose title. And they'll all go into the promotion areas. And if we get further on in the cups, we'll come back and look at the cup action as well. And then eventually, we're going to look at some of these glorious statistics and see where we are with some of the players. And see how we're doing with, like, Hunter. See what his attacking stats end up as towards the end of the season, but good so far. So yeah, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed winning the Steel and Sons Cup again. It's our kind of competition. Thanks for liking, subscribing, following along, viewing. It's all appreciated. And I'll see you in the next episode.